262 800-547-5262. That's 800-547-5262.
PM show. And before at the end of today's broadcast, oh, by the way, I'm Paul Stern. That's Eric Joseph and McNeely. Before at the end of today's broadcast, will we get an update on this past week's the Masters tournament out of Augusta?
We can do that
because
as well.
that was pretty big television.
It was big, huge television.
Okay, there we go.
For the first time ever, it was huge.
No,
I
the
think
Masters
so.
is always big.
Yeah, no,
It's
actually,
always
it,
big,
was,
but not as
it wasn't
big.
the biggest as it's been.
I think it
Yeah,
ever was.
it's actually the record since I think 2000 or 2001
Okay, so
when he won.
coming up, we will talk on
Yes.
the Masters.
What a tease! Ooh,
Yeah.
all you golf fans, hold on for that.
Also, all you fans that like Flash Forward, the
Oh yeah,
ABC
we're going to talk
show.
about
We'll
Flash
talk about
Forward.
that too.
So let me just finish up on Conan just
Yep.
real quick. The cool thing about TBS is that it's on a lower dial on a lot of people's cable network. They're more familiar with finding it on analog television rather than just on their cable boxes because it was cleared not just on via cable. The benefit for him is that it's on cable, so it has different broadcasting decency rules than over-the-air broadcast
exactly.
does.
This would be great.
Because since you have to pay to get cable, then it's under different restrictions than the FCC of over-the-air broadcast.
And later, I think later at night, you can get away with a little bit more risque.
So that'll be good for
comments.
the show. And also because cable is a dual revenue stream medium, they get paid by advertisers to advertise in the show. They also get paid by Time Warner or Charter Cable to carry the station. So that people who own TBS get paid twice.
Ooh.
By advertisers and by people to carry the network. So you have a better tolerance. If the ratings aren't as high as you think that they should be, you can kind of hang out longer because you're still making money.
Mm-hmm.
And supposedly
Makes sense.
TBS is going to get a higher license fee because of Conan. So that should offset any advertiser decline.
What are they paying Conan? Does anybody know?
Yeah, Conan was getting, I think, 15 is what he's clearing, but he owns the show now.
$15 million?
No, $15 a show. Here's your paycheck,
It's
sir.
cable. It's basic cable. It's $15.
No, $15 million, that isn't too bad.
It's rumored between 12 and 15, but he owns the show, so he also gets the back end. So if they do DVD products out of it or any ancillary marketing materials, he gets to benefit financially from that as well. But he also has the liability. So as the producer owner of the show, he has to rein in costs. He can't pay exorbitant sums to certain staff members. He's got a payroll that he needs to manage.
So
now.
they're not going to play those songs that he was playing on the final days of the Tonight Show.
No.
Trying to upset the budget people.
That's right, buying the racehorse.
Yeah.
Which were the funniest bits, I think. They were hilarious.
Conan was kind of bringing it all home.
Yeah. So
Giving it to NBC. Just give it to them.
But even though
We could do that here by just like going through like a ream of paper. Boy, that'll set things off.
It will.
I think somebody actually once walked out with a ream trying to take one home and do one of those kind of.
I was tackled in the.
Oh boy, they would stop. I think a buzzer went off.
There's a little GPS and all that.
I
better watch my pen.
Yeah, the doors locked automatically. It was like a bank robbery.
So, but for all the money that Leno and all the hoopla about Leno getting higher ratings than Letterman's show brings in $270 million a year for CBS.
Whoa.
Whereas the Tonight Show only brought in 176.
I said this in the past, and I was literally like turned into some kind of like I don't know, the guy that the Grinch who stole Christmas when I said that the David Letterman show appeals to a different demographic, one that is more highly sought after. So therefore, the Letterman ratings can get away with being less than those of Leno and
Yes.
still be more impressive.
Yes, because you pay more per 30-second spot for Letterman than you do Leno.
Well, I hope you could explain it to the people that don't seem to understand it, because there are people that look at the numbers and say that, oh, without a doubt, hands down, Leno is doing better.
No. Letterman brings in $100 million more to CBS than the Tonight Show does.
Is that per year?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
A lot of money. So
Okay, there to go.
CBS is perfectly happy with Letterman and the
Okay,
ratings
so
that he
there you go.
has.
So nobody at CBS is crying over the situation
No.
that they don't have Jay Leno.
No. The thing for me is, the bummer for me is I'm a big Chelsea Lately fan.
Okay, what channel is that on,
That's
by
on
the way?
E.
Okay, that's
also
on
at
E.
11
Okay.
o'clock Monday through Thursday. And so I'm now going to have a little bit of the battle of the VCR going. So
This is when you get 2 DVRs.
I already have 2.
Okay, this is when you get 4 DVRs. Your cable provider must be very happy with you.
They are. My cable bill just went up to $160 a month.
Well, that didn't seem like that much for
Just
all
cable
the
alone.
services.
No, not bundled.
Oh, okay. Okay, I spoke prematurely.
Yeah, crazy.
Okay, Eric, Joseph, when we come back, are we going to talk about this television show that you've been really kind of
Yes.
you've been touting?
This is a great show. We'll
is a
talk
good
about it. I'm really,
What's
really
the name
impressed.
of it? 'Cause I've already forgotten.
Flash Forward.
Flash Forward.
It's on ABC.
Okay, I've never heard of this
Classic.
show, but I will
It's
listen.
a great show.
I will listen, and I will be just gonna be anxiously awaiting to hear what it's
All
all
right.
about.
It was supposed to be The Lost Killer.
Oh.
It didn't come out as The Lost Killer, but
on
it's
the
good.
face of it, it doesn't
Yeah.
sound like my cup of tea. But I'll give it a shot.
It doesn't have any naked Jersey people with suntans.
The situation is not in the show.
I'm not too much into the situation. But
It doesn't.
What about that Snooki?
Snooki?
Snooki.
It has
Or
no one named
JWoww?
Snooki in it.
J Wow.
Wow.
And that show's back. They're moving it to
That is
Miami.
Yeah, this
Miami Shore.
We're gonna find out what it's all about. Soon enough, I would imagine.
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up.